Good evening. My name is Mr. Football, aka Soccer, back with another banger where we discuss all things football, soccer for my American and Australian listeners. Welcome to my podcast. We will have future episodes covering World Cup qualifiers. We talked about the last 16 for the Champions League second leg in terms of my preview in my last video, and today we're going to discuss the outcomes of all the matches and also look at the quarterfinal pairings for the first and second leg of the Champions League, Uefa Champions League. Let's go. So the first two quarterfinalists were decided on the 5th of March with Bayern Munich demolishing Lazio 3-0 to win 3-1 on aggregate, overturning the first leg 0-1 deficit. Goals were scored by Harry Kane, the ex-Tottenham player who is on fire. He had a brace. And Thomas Muller, the ever-dependable midfielder, German international. PSG won 2-1 to go through 4-1 on aggregate with a brace from Kylian Mbappe. On 6th of March, in an exciting game played at the Bernabeu, Leipzig tried their best to overturn a 1-0 deficit from the first leg against Real Madrid, who ended up going through by the skin of their teeth as they played out a 1-1 draw to go through 2-1 on aggregate. Manchester City won 3-1 on the night against Leipzig to go through 6-2 on aggregate, a duplicate scoreline from the first leg. On the 12th of March, the second leg between Arsenal and Porto. Arsenal went to extra time. Trossard, who scored for Arsenal in the 41st minute, and their hero was David Raya, who saved 2 penalties. And Arsenal were clinical from the penalty spot. They were converting like no man's business. Bukayo Saka scored as well as other players, and they held their nerve. Barcelona defeated Victor Osimhen's Napoli 3-1 on the night with goals from Fermin Lopez, João Cancelo, ex-Man City, and Robert Lewandowski to go through 4-2 on aggregate. Brahmani scored for Napoli in the 30th minute. On the 13th of March, Borussia Dortmund beat PSV Eindhoven 2-0 with goals from former Man United player and returnee Jadon Sancho in the 3rd minute, and German international Marco Reus in the 95th minute to go through 3-1 on aggregate. In the other match, Inter Milan were on course for a Champions League quarterfinal spot till Dutch international Memphis Depay scored a late goal to level the tie at 2-2 on aggregate in the 87th minute. He was a late substitute. Antoine Griezmann has scored in the 35th minute for Atletico Madrid, and DeMarco scored for Inter Milan in the 33rd minute of the first half. Atletico Madrid prevailed on penalties to go through in a sensational fashion at the Estadio Metropolitano. Now, here we have our quarterfinal pairings for the first leg, which is going to take place on Tuesday, the 9th of April. Arsenal versus the mighty Bayern Munich. All times, keep in mind, for all games on Tuesday and Wednesday are at 9 p.m. Central European Time, which is 3 p.m. Central Standard Time for my American viewers. Arsenal versus Bayern, Tuesday, 9th of April, 3 p.m. Central Time. Real Madrid versus Man City, same time, 3 p.m. And Wednesday, 10th of April, sees Atletico Madrid hosts Dortmund at 3 p.m. Central Time, and PSG take on Barcelona at the same time. The second leg is going to be played on Tuesday, 16th of April and Wednesday, 17th of April, respectively. Tuesday's game sees Dortmund take on Atletico Madrid, 3 p.m. Central Time, and Barcelona takes on PSG at the same time. And Wednesday's games to wrap up the quarterfinal stages sees Bayern take on Arsenal, and Man City take on the mighty Real Madrid. Semifinals are scheduled for 30th of April and 1st of May, and 7th and 8th of May, respectively. And it's going to be interesting to see who comes out of that group, where the winner of the Atletico Madrid versus Dortmund will take on the winner of PSG versus Barcelona, and Arsenal Bayern winner will take on whoever wins between Real Madrid and Man City. Mr. Football, aka Soccer, signing off. Make it a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe on all social media platforms. Thank you very much.